The feeds are feeding. People are campaigning. There's an episode tonight. Right now, important conversations are happening. It's a Waffle Wednesday. We got to talk about it for Big Brother 26. So smash that like. Hopefully, you're wearing something comfy. Grab a beverage and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. 'Cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you. I take a comedic look at all things Big Brother. I roast it, I recap it, I react to it. I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinions. You can sound off in the live chat and the comment section and let me know your opinions, and we can just agree to disagree about this silly show we love to watch every summer.
What's POV?
What is POV? Well, in tonight's episode, we'll find out what POV is. Tonight's episode is very late, I think, because of the Survivor premiere. I'm assuming so. I don't know if I'm going to go live after the episode. I don't even know. But all I know is yesterday, Big Brother 26 was looking very different to me. I was complaining. I'm still complaining. I'm still going to be complaining, you guys. But I was complaining that I felt like Rubina was going to lay down and die once we found out that the POV was used to take chemo off, and T-Core was put on the block as a replacement. So now it is Leah, the HOH. Angela, like I said, used her veto to take chemo down. So T-Core was put up as a replacement by Leah. So it is T-Core versus Rubina on the block. And I was very worried that Rubina was just going to quit, and that T-Core, her first time being on the block, it was just going to be boring City Township. And it has not been boring, but I still will say that, am I on the right live? Okay. I still will say that I am upset that we have to listen to the feeds outside, because listening to these house guests whisper and campaign while planes fly over their head every 5 seconds is beyond difficult, frustrating, all the things. I'm like, what? I was listening to the recent Cam and Mackenzie conversation, and it was like plane. And they literally were talking like this. And then I mean, I'm not a sound effects person, okay? But it was very difficult to do. But first, as Julie Chen says, make sure you smash that like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to support the channel further, you can consider sending a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comment. It's a great way to support the channel. You can send a super thanks, which is like a super chat, but it's after the video post. So it's the option for all of my replay crew. And I got some super thanks recently, and I want to give you guys a shout out for that. Thank you so much. Shout out to S Rain, shout out to Barbara, and the CAC 16. Thank you for the super chats. And also thank you to those of you who hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. If you're looking for exclusive content, bonus content, consider joining my YouTube membership or my Patreon. And every Monday we do the H of H with Joleen, where we take a deeper look, a deeper dive, and I drop the link, and we have some more fun with BB26.
You know, it was really fun to see him win H of H, and sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
All right, so let's talk about what's going on with the vote. Okay, tomorrow we have a live eviction. Thursday, live eviction. Hello, everyone. Apologies if I just jumped right into this, but I was running late because I was trying to, it kept being important conversation on the feeds. And I'm like, okay, take a break. I have to go live soon. So then I pushed it back. And then before you know it, Rubina's talking to Chelsea, and Chelsea and T-Core have been waiting today to have this one-on-one separately, of course, with Chelsea. T-Core went first, and now it's Rubina's turn. So I was trying to listen to it. So thank you for your patience. Chatty Cathy, that is so sweet of you. Chatty Cathy just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you, Chatty Cathy. Congratulations to those of you who received the memberships. It is the luck of the draw. I think it is people who are currently in the live chat. They just randomly draw amongst those people. And for all of you who received a membership via Chatty Cathy, join us this Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific for the H of H. All right? Yes, yes, yes. We have so much fun. Thank you, Chatty Cathy. You're a sweetie. Wipe the damn CD. All right. So let's talk about what's going on in the Big Brother house. I should say in the Jankyverse, which is where we're at right now. So yesterday, it didn't look good for me when I wanted Rubina, I wanted my fellow Aquarius queen to be campaigning. And I was worried she was just going to, she was saying things like, oh, I just hope I get at least one vote. But yeah, and it's adorable and it's lovely that T-Core and Rubina, they're such good friends, and they made a song for Chemo, but I was like, save it for afterwards, save it for TikTok. When you guys are doing those challenges and trying to get people to send you money like Jag did after he won Big Brother. Save it for that. But they did. They made up a song and dance and performed it for Chemo's 36th birthday that'll never end. It is the birthday that never ends as it goes on and on, my friend. And they were like, K-I-M-O, Chemo, he's our man. If he can't do it, nobody can. He got taken off the block, and that's too bad. And now we're up against each other. Way to go, Chemo. It must feel good to feel so safe because of Angela. Angela's a hoe. Angela's a hoe. Ho, ho, ho. Like no, it wasn't that, but they were doing a little thing. It's something about Chemo, something about his birthday. And Chemo's like, yay. And then he got on stage and he did a spin, and they performed it on the janky dance stage. And then, Big Brother actually turned on the lights on the stage for them. And I was like, okay, get to the campaigning. So it looked like we were just going to have the trio hugging and holding on to each other and dancing and whispering and not trying to save themselves. But I was so wrong. And I will admit when I'm wrong, because Rubina really has been putting the work in. T-Core is campaigning. The house guests are deciding. There's a lot of stuff going on. The only thing that is unfortunate is that they're outside in the backyard while this is all happening, because it is so hard to hear, and it's so hard for them to sneak away, to find spots, to have these conversations. It's not like Survivor where they can go on another side of the damn island. Okay. They're all either, posted up by the pooper or hiding behind the little thing. Yes. Hi, my husband, Chow. Good news.
I met some guy. He was hitchhiking.
Okay.
His name's Joseph. He's really cool. He says he wants to check out that tent that got stuck to our bed.
The Spiz tent?
Yeah.
You met Joseph?
Yeah. Joseph
from Big Brother? Did he have a mustache?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he like sarcastic?
Yeah.
Does he work at a VHS store?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No.
He's hitchhiking across America, and I told him he could stay with us for a little bit.
Where's he hitchhiking to?
He said back to the house, because he got kicked out of the house, so they sent him back to El Paso.
No way.
Now they're sending it. He's trying to get back into the house. He says he's gonna climb the walls or something.
Oh, he's gonna go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're not gonna have him in.
It's too late. I made a promise.
Oh my God, he's covered in spiz. We're gonna have to burn the whole house down, Chell.
Stop spizzing on me.
Oh my God, hype man husband Chell. What are we gonna do with him? Him in the spiz tent and his new friend Joseph. Hi guys, you trying to get the dogs to come in here? Come on in, dogs. Are you come say bye to me? But before you go to.
Oh, I'm gonna be in my.
Okay, hold on. We have to have a kiss moment. Mwah. I love you.
I have to go to work. I don't know if I'm on.
Yay, the dogs all pooped and peed and they played at the park. And I'm and husband Chow. All right, sorry. We had to have a marriage moment. I apologize if you guys heard that. Oh, disgusting. Hopefully you didn't get pregnant from it. David, thank you so much for the super chat. David says, like watching, like with Leah, like it. Like it a lot. We like you best, Joleen. Thank you, David. I really appreciate that, David. Thank you so much. Christina, thank you so much for the super chat. Christina says, hello, I'm very nauseous. At me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you're nauseous. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel So much better. Rebecca M, thank you for being a member for 13 months. That's over a year. That's crazy. Okay, I got to take this hat off. It's got something on it. Chell and Joseph, I can't. I know. Chell is just making friends in all the wrong places. He's getting spiz tense. It's just like, oh my God. Okay, better than AmeriCorey. I tried to mute it, but it was too late. We had already smooched a big smackety smack. Debbie says, is Chell a comedian also? He is. That's how we met. So we're both a problem. We both think we're hilarious. So yes. Kiss Cam, spiz on the, Chell got Joseph spiz on the hat, I guess. Okay. So back to what I was saying. They're hiding in places, trying to have these conversations. They're hiding behind my favorite thing about the backyard, I think, is I know they named it, but I forgot the name, the little horsey thing that like vibrates and they can sit on and pretend to ride. And it kind of reminds me of Jennifer Connelly in that movie, not Eyes Wide Shut, but you know what I'm talking about. That cuckoo movie from the 90s with like Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly. I think Marlon Wayans is in it or something. And now I forgot the name of it. But Cam loves to ride that thing. And he's just like, okay, Ghost Pepper. But it reminds me of that movie. What the hell is the movie, you guys? You know what I'm talking about? It's about the heroine. The heroine. I don't want to say the word because YouTube will get mad at me. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Says we need an OnlyFans with chisel and not chisel. Christina, yes, Requiem for a Dream. It reminds me of Requiem for a Dream. It does. Okay, it was fantastic. Rebecca sleeping with my alleged canopy. Mm-hmm. I think Ghost is the first name. Pepper is the last name, allegedly. All right. Yeah, Cam's getting some action. He gets on that horsey thing, and it's pretty funny. Okay, so they're hiding behind there to have these conversations. And I didn't expect today to be moving like it is. So I admit when I am wrong. Rubina did not throw in the towel. My Aquarius queen is not disappointing me, and she's putting in the work. So, here's some of the things that have been happening on the feed, some of the conversations. Okay, so Mackenzie and Cam talked to Chelsea, and they told Chelsea that they want to evict T-Core. And then Chelsea agreed to vote with them. But we're not done. Okay. Mackenzie now has had a conversation with Chelsea over this whole Cuddlegate, and she's going to work harder and shut that shit down, shut them cuddles down. And she's going to try to treat Cam more like her brother. Like, what's up? What's up, brother? Yeah, sister, brother, sister. We'll see how long that lasts. Let's see. Chelsea seemed to be saying that she was trying to solidify, if you will, a final two with MJ. And Mackenzie, aka MJ, seemed to want to be talking about anything else but a final two with Chelsea. So possibly Chelsea has done some damage to her social game and with MJ, because MJ is now, she's more awake after having conversations with people outside in Jankyverse, after talking with Leah at length. I think she's more awake to Chelsea's game. Okay. And she's not so much of a, kind of, I will follow Chelsea wherever Chelsea may go. And she's seeing, oh shit, me and Chelsea are, what works for her and what works for me, that might not completely line up. And she's starting to kind of separate herself. And we could see a Chelsea versus MJ situation going forward. Dale said, doesn't MJ want to marry her brother? Yes, she still wants to marry her brother for sure. So again, probably Dale making a great point. Not a good idea to treat Cam like her brother, because she wants to marry her brother. So then you're going to treat Cam like you want to marry Cam. Let's see. T-Core got talked about how she got advice from Joseph, Taylor's Joseph, from Big Brother 24. And it's kind of crazy because we know what happened to him in the backyard. Okay. T-Core and Rubina are both, have expressed how sad they will be, you know, how sad they've expressed it today. They expressed it yesterday, how sad it will be, how no matter who wins tomorrow or who stays tomorrow, they're still, you know, losing because they have this friendship. And yesterday I was way more like negative Nancy about it. And today I'm just like, oh, that's nice. I'm nice about it when they're actually campaigning and trying to stay. If they were just sitting there telling each other what good people they are and not campaigning, I would be like, shut it down. But if you're campaigning and you're willing to throw each other under the bus a little bit to stay in this game, you can have soft moments. I can be soft, sort of. I am a bit of a softie at times, okay, with a very cheese grater exterior, but I can be soft. When cheese is grated, it's soft. I don't know if that made any sense, but you know what I'm saying. So even though Rubina had a defeatist attitude pretty soon after I called that out, I don't know if she heard me. I don't know if someone went and yelled over the wall, but she turned it around. All right. And now we're seeing Rubina gaming. Okay. Rubina is having the conversations. Rubina had a conversation with Angela. Angela's like, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Rubina. I love you. I love you. And no, I really love you. And Rubina's like, yeah, I love you too. She's like, no, I really love you. I love you so much. I like you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. It was, you know, Angela does, as far as the house guests go, Angela, Leah, and MJ as of now definitely want T-Core to go over Rubina. They feel like Rubina's a bigger threat. They're also, you know, Rubina and Chelsea's closeness, and or not Rubina, T-Core and Chelsea's closeness is worrisome to them, and MJ definitely wants to split up the T-Core and Chelsea. She wants to be in line there with Chelsea, even if she doesn't fully think anymore. It seems that her game might align as much as she thought in the past with her sister in Christ, aka Chelsea. All right. So Angela was like, yes, Rubina, yes, you need to stay. And yes. And Rubina was kind of opening up to Angela. Rubina is very good in these one-on-one situations. When she is working it, she's working it because it comes off as though she is being very genuine. And she has shared things about her family and her experience and her life with the house guests. And she says, you know, she doesn't want to have regrets. I'm paraphrasing. She doesn't want to give up. She wants to give it her all to stay in this game. And then she compared it to something with when she lost her mother, and, you know, thinking she could do more. It's like she doesn't want to look back at this and think she could have done more. That's what I got from it. Angela's like, yes, because Angela connects on those levels. That is how Angela connects with people. That's how people need to connect with Angela. If Angela feels like you're her friend, you're really talking to her, you might have her loyalty for an hour, maybe 2 hours. Okay. Thank you, Janice, for the PayPal. And it's for a plush or a support plushie, a support stuffed animal. Because right now I have little cloth that I wipe my glasses off with. So if yes. Yes, Adele perfectly said. Rubina has the humble sell down pat. So very good. But that's, you know, I don't want to brag, but that's our Aquarius nature. It's very hard to dislike us. And people that do, it's usually their problem, not ours. Allegedly. Obviously, everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged. So Angela's like, yes. And she wants Rubina to stay. And I love Rubina. She reminded Rubina she loved her. And Rubina's like, I love you too. She's like, but in the real world, I wanna hang. I wanna do the pot together. I wanna go on the trips. So I don't know if Angela was inviting herself on the trips that T-Core and Rubina and Chemo have been talking about, but she might have been. And it is awkward because Rubina and T-Core have been talking during Janky Week in the Janky world about how Angela, they're like, I don't know. So, but again, I think there comes a point in this game where, and after the game, where people are, they kind, you just have those moments. And I think Rubina might talk to Angela after this, right? Maybe not. Maybe, allegedly, possibly. Yeah, I mean, she was just saying with Tikor that they won't associate with people like Angela outside of the house, but like, maybe. Not sure. Also, speaking of which, so there's been so much talk this season about who said what that could have been problematic. First, Tucker implicated Leah had been saying problematic things to piss off Chelsea. And then once Tucker left the house, guys were saying Tucker might have said things. Well, one of those things that people might have not liked that Tucker was saying was allegedly Tucker grouping Chelsea and T-Core together. And Chelsea's like, what the frick? Like, it makes sense to me that Chelsea would go, why would he group us together? Even though we do have each other's back, but why is he doing this? Because Chelsea doesn't realize that T-Core told her allies that she didn't want to go after Chelsea, that they were kind of looking out for each other. So this could be one of the things, and maybe one of the things that will just end up being a misunderstanding. I don't know about anything else, but it's interesting that this is popping up now, where Chelsea's like, yeah, and Tucker just assumed me and T-Core were together. Why did he assume that, Which, yeah, because Chelsea doesn't realize that T-Core told her allies that she was looking out for you, and shared that with them. So that could be one of the things. It's just interesting. It's interesting because, again, a big brother could have easily played the feeds and let us see this so that we didn't have to speculate. But they, big brother they like to just keep us guessing and speculating to where then it becomes problematic on our part. So, okay. Let's see. T-Core and Rubina had a conversation today, and T-Core, it's interesting because they're up on the block against each other, but it's almost like T-Core, she's never been on the block before. So she's like, Rubina, okay, I have to get into my T-Core. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. And then when she does speak, it sounds like Anna Dalvi. She was like, I had a very uncomfortable conversation with Angela. Angela asked very pointed questions at me. And I was confused when everyone was asking me why, they were all coming at me. And I was like, why are they coming at me? What did I do to these people? I thought I was good, and I felt like I was being attacked. And Angela, there was big misunderstanding. Okay, now I'm going back into British. So Anna Dalvi. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So T-Core is basically telling Rubina that she was kind of thrown off when she started campaigning. Now remember, she's in all of these days, T-Core has never had to campaign. She's never been on the block. Most of these people aren't fans of the show. So she's like, I'm sorry, this is accusatory. That people were coming at her like, why should you be in this game? Why did you make this move? Why should I keep you here? And to T-Core, she was like, excuse me, I take that very personally. I'm sorry. I'm Anna Dalvi. I thought we had a relationship. I didn't know that she was going to come at me like that. And so she said, I was surprised. Angela said to me, T-Core, I was surprised that you talked to me about not using the veto on chemo because you thought it would be great if the final 6 were women. And Angela thought, of all people, she said, I should have been the one protecting chemo and shouldn't have said that. And I was like, I only said that to her because she was saying that all girl thing to me. But she took it as I don't have chemo's back, and that offended her. And Rubina's like, oh. So Angela kind of called out T-Core, and if Angela gets a hold of something, she's She's got it. And she's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe that. T-Core, you're supposed to be Chemo's best friend and you would sacrifice Chemo? I couldn't believe it. And with the girls thing. And it's so hilarious because even T-Core said, of all people to say that to me, Angela, you voted Chemo out twice, but it's Angela logic. Okay. And Angela is playing this damn game. And so she's like, yeah, well, somebody saved Chemo with the POV this week. It was me. And you're trying to get rid of him, it looks like. Oh, looks like I'm going to be Chemo's best friend. Chuck, make extra room in the bed, okay? Make sure you got that pedicure. Chuck, you got to. You got to get the pedicure. You can't be ripping up the sheets because we're going to have Chemo over. He's going to have a sleepover. Oh my gosh. It was so funny. So T-Core is like sharing all this stuff with Rubina. But again, Rubina's your friend and you guys love each other and it's beautiful and you're going to have a relationship forever and ever, amen. But right now you're against each other and you're kind of giving Rubina ammo that she can use against you. And T-Core is just like, this is crazy. Anna Dalvi, she's like, I can't believe that I have to campaign. These people ask me questions and I have to answer. And I feel like they were all coming at me and attacking me. And I was just like, what did I do to you in this game? And Rubina's like, oh, that's just campaigning. It just doesn't make any sense that they would be such pointed questions at me. I've done nothing to no one. T-Core was so surprised. She was so just like, what is this? And it's campaigning. It's campaigning. That's what it is. T-Core. Okay. Chelsea had quite a few, she had some successful conversations with Cam. And Chelsea, even though she said she will vote out T-Core, which I believe she will, I think Chelsea realizes that it's better for her to keep T-Core. So she's going to try to keep T-Core, but she's not going to, this is Chelsea. So she's going to push as far as she can. But if ultimately she sees that she can't, she's not going to, bury herself in her game for this. So she gave Cam all the ammo and all the things he needed of why T-Core should stay in the game. But then he talked to MJ, and then MJ and him just had a conversation recently, and Cam seemingly agreed to vote out T-Core. Where with Chelsea, he was like, oh yeah, we got to keep T-Core. So Cam's playing too, and I'm not quite sure yet where he's even at. All right. Now Cam is especially upset at T-Core and has been because of a conversation he had with Leah, where Leah told Cam that T-Core threw out his name. And he's like, what? And now T-Core said, oh, that is not how it went down. T-Core's like, I can't believe when I'm campaigning or whatever you call it, that people are misconstruing and twisting your words. And it's my words that they're misconstruing. And and I don't like that. All right. So T-Core's like, no, I never said Cam's name. Okay. Now, technically, T-Core offered up Cam, but she didn't maybe say his name. She didn't maybe say Cam, but offered him up without saying his name and kind of hinted to this. So maybe she's like, I did not say his name. No, I did not. So, and then, yes, as I was coming live, Chelsea is talking to Rubina and they're strategizing like, okay, we can win this cup. We can win this. We can go after this person. We can do this. So it looks as though, I don't know for sure because it's BB26. So if I would say, yes, for sure, Roberta, you're 100%. You are right now. Do you know what I mean? But it's so fluid. Like it can change. But it does look like it's headed in a way where T-Core could more so than Rubina right now be voted out. So, but who knows? All right. And yes, Rubina can really turn around the season, like Anna's saying, if she stays. And yes, June, the unpredictability is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. So we'll see. It's so hard for me to say, yes, this is what's happening. I know they're waffling. I know they're going back and forth, but this season it's still up in the air because you just don't know. But Roberta is right in that they are talking and they are kind of planning out what would happen. But Chelsea does that kind of with everybody, you know. So we'll see when it comes to that. So when Cam talked to T-Core, he asked her if she offered his name up. And like I said, T-Core was like, no, I never said a name. And again, yeah, she never said Cam, but she said a big physical threat. And it's not chemo. So Cam then asked T-Core how he fit in her game, and they had a conversation about it. But T-Core's like, I can't believe that Cam was probably mad at me for a period of time because of these lies. These lies. Okay. Cam talked to T-Core about her double eviction plans. You know, they're all worried about the double eviction plans. What will you do on a double eviction? Cam told T-Core that if she didn't say his name, okay, as the biggest threat now, is it Leah? Because Leah is trying to divide people in the game. So T-Core denies she ever said that she'd go back on a deal, but Leah heard that from Chelsea, and Chelsea told that to Leah. So Leah had quite the conversation with Cam, and she was pushing really hard for T-Core to leave. And it did have a lasting effect on Cam, but it also, I think, had a lasting effect on Leah's game overall, where now in the conversations this afternoon, and even with MJ and Cam, there's a lot of them, especially Cam, vocalizing that they don't trust Leah and they got to get Leah out. So Leah might be leaving this HOH in this week very, very extremely vulnerable. And so it's just like, it was all fun and games and pizza and ice cream. And then they started campaigning. So Cam is like, Angela and Leah, if I win, they'll be my targets next week. And T-Core was like, samesies. Cam says that he's going to talk more with Chelsea because that's the only person that he thinks is solid in keeping T-Core. But again, this is what he's saying to T-Core. But then he goes and talks to MJ, and him and MJ are saying, we're getting rid of T-Core tomorrow. And then how soon until we go after Leah? And they were even prioritizing maybe chemo over Leah because I think they think he can. I think this like physical threat, I don't even know. It was so much whispering, but they definitely were talking about Leah. And now MJ has, done what MJ does and done what Leah does. It's the MJ-Leah frenemies relationship. They definitely both throw each other under the bus when they can, to the point where even Chelsea, when she was talking to Rubina, she's like, yeah. And MJ is like spilling all the beans about Leah, like all the stuff that she says. And Rubina's like, I know, it's crazy, right? So messy between the two of them. They're playing the game, but they've never fully gotten on a page where they didn't kind of sell each other out, which has worked at times and hasn't worked at times. So we'll see the long-term game effects that this has. It did seem like in MJ and Cam's conversation later this afternoon that MJ still has a little bit of her that wants to protect Leah, because really it's in MJ's best interest to keep Leah for a while, and to go after, anyone else before Leah, but maybe not anyone else, but yeah, we'll see, you guys. Why even bother? Kylie says trying to get chemo out, right? Totally. I don't know. Chemo, you might as well just drag Chemo to the end. However, if Rubina and Tikor are in jury, he would have 2 dedicated votes for him. And that's never a good thing. You definitely don't want to bring anyone. But that's not saying possibly, after this week, Chemo could step up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, you guys. Some people think that no matter what, Cam will do what Chelsea wants him to do, but I don't know if I'm completely sold on that yet. Okay. Because, both Rubina and Tikor seem to have good conversations with Cam, and Cam is playing the game. But he seemed to be a little more assertive with Tikor, which, might just be because they've been friendlier for longer and they can share more with each other. Or it could mean maybe his vote is going to vote Rubina out. We'll see. It's going to be a long night of campaigning. That's for sure. So right now, I don't know. I just know that people are playing the game and people are campaigning, and I love it. But I also know that it is so difficult to hear them when they're talking. The Cam MJ conversation was so hard for me to what are they saying? Because of the planes and the whispering. Meanwhile, Angela's out in the backyard saying this.
I wish a motherfucker would.
The newest Angela soundbite.
I wish a motherfucker would.
She wishes a mother effer would. Get it, Angela. Okay. So it's basically what's going on is campaigning is happening. Rubina is kind of even, willing to and throwing Tikor under the bus a little bit to Chemo. And Chemo's like, oh, okay. Interesting. The friendship is still strong, but you can tell that Rubina's want to stay in the game is very strong as well. So I was happy to see that. All right. What did Rubina? She said, here, let me pull it up here. Let's see, where are they? Okay, no, that's Tikor talking to her, because her and Rubina and Chemo, sorry guys, were hiding behind the little horsey, and that is when Ghost Pepper, and that is when Rubina and him was kind of spilling some secrets to him, and they were talking about, Chemo's like, how do you feel? And she's like, I don't know. I feel kind of good. Yeah, and then, okay. Oh shoot. Maybe I bookmarked it here. Hold on, you guys. Hit that like while you're waiting for me to get my shit together, you guys. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. All right. So Rubina says, was talking and saying, Chelsea's being really protective about Tikor, and everyone knows it. Because Tikor could probably say nothing and Chelsea would do all her campaigning. She's saying this to Chemo. And then Rubina says she is fighting and will keep fighting, but she feels bad having to campaign for herself, which puts her against Tikor. And then she also told Chemo that Tikor was planning to evict Chemo over Rubina this week. So I was like, Rubina, she's doing it. She's campaigning. Meanwhile, Tikor's like, how come everyone's coming so hot at me? And MJ's mad. MJ got mad at Tikor because apparently Tikor said in front of MJ that if she goes home, she said to, I think it was Chelsea there, Chemo, and Rubina, and MJ. She said, if I go home tomorrow, I hope that you, Chelsea, Rubina or Chemo win this game. And MJ's like, oh, I'm sorry, what? I am right here. MJ goes on to tell Angela this and complain to people about how I was right there when she said that. I was right there. I mean, probably not the best thing to say in front of MJ, but also not a shocker that T-Core would want her two closest friends and Chelsea to win the game. But yeah, probably not a very smart thing to say in front of MJ when you're on the block. No, definitely not. So T-Core is just really lamenting in this chat she had with Angela, which I just think is so funny, about Angela asking the pointed questions and pointing out that she didn't, was worried about Angela using the veto because she wanted it to be all girls at the end, and that would exclude Chemo. And Angela's like, how could you? I thought you would have his back. And T-Core's like, you of all people can't be saying this. You've turned on your allies and you voted Chemo out. So Chelsea is Chelsea talking to Mackenzie last night about Cam. That is when Mackenzie decided to tell Chelsea that, she'll shut it down more, the rubbies, and she will make it, I'll be like, get off me, Cam. No cuddlies. Chelsea says she will check in with Cam and let Mackenzie know. So they've had check-ins and they've all been talking throughout the day. So they both talked about T-Core telling Chelsea that she just wanted to play in BB Comics, and they thought that was funny. Chelsea points out that Leah will have Chemo, MJ, and Angela in her pocket. And that's the benefit of keeping T-Core. Otherwise, Cam and Chelsea will go back to back when they get to Final Five. So Chelsea's making her plea to keep T-Core today. And then MJ's making her plea to get rid of T-Core. And then Cam is, it'll be a deciding factor. Again, we do have a week where it is 3 votes to evict. So right now we know almost for sure, but again, it's BB26, so we can never say for sure. We have Angela and MJ ready to vote T-Core out. And Chemo, we'll see. We'll see. I think Chemo is starting to allow himself to see a life without T-Core and keep Rubina, and the conversations he's having with Rubina seem hopeful that he will keep Rubina. And then if not, then it'll come down to Cam or Chelsea. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see, you guys. But like Cammie's saying, yeah, loving the way Rubina is campaigning. She wants it, Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Does MJ believe Leah now? I can't even tell, June. I think part of her, maybe, but it's still Leah. So she'd be like, well, Leah was probably making it up. But now I guess maybe she had a point about the Cam thing. Maybe. Cammie says when MJ gave T-Core some of her products to use, T-Core thanked her and MJ said, I want you to look good for Julie. The way MJ was talking though to T-Core, she's like, you did good in this game. You were solid. Like it was over. She was talking. She was not good at disguising the fact that she's going to order out. Okay. Chuck's in the chat. Shout out to Chuck. Angela Murray. Chuck says, I'm worried after my wife rode the mechanical horse. Chuck, you should be worried, and you better get ready, and you better do your stretches, and you better do some tantric yoga, somatic yoga, whatever it is, because Angela is ready.
And I want to be sexed. So I'm telling you right now.
Chuck, she's ready. She is ready. She is ready. She was ready. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yes, I did, you guys. So we got some iconic, we all don't use that word enough. But we got some iconic news today, and that news came in the form of Dr. Will. Sharon Tharp tweeted out that Dr. Will be stepping down as the hosting the roundtable. All right. So according to Parade magazine, Big Brother winner Dr. Will Kirby steps down from hosting Jury Roundtable. The season 2 winner had been hosting the finale Jury Roundtable for more than a decade. Let me pull it up here so we can see. I don't just have to read it on my phone. Dr. Will Kirby stepping down from hosting it, which sound off in the chat. Let me know how you feel about that. Will you miss the Dr. Will hosting the Jury Roundtable? And I'll tell you, people are already starting to say Taylor. It should be BB24 winner Taylor to host. Even her former showman's Joseph tweeted it and was like, I know somebody who should get the job. And I think that's actually a great freaking idea. All right. Because Taylor is a big fan. Dr. Will, not so much anymore, but Taylor is actually following like live feeds, doing live feed updates and stuff. So I think that would be a great replacement for Dr. Will. But the end of an era, Dr. Will Kirby, who won season 2 of Big Brother and has hosted the Jury Roundtable on and off for more than a decade, is stepping away. The celebrity dermatologist confirmed the news exclusively to Parade as the network is currently airing its 26th season of the long-running reality competition series. I can confirm that I will not be serving as the Big Brother Jury Roundtable host this season, Kirby said in the statement. More proof that AI is taking over, okay? First, Ainsley murders Julie Chen Moonves, okay? And we get Jerry O'Connell, allegedly, obviously. And now they're probably going to do AI. This was the soft launch of AI. We just had the strikes in Los Angeles, the writers, the actors over this AI shit. And then Big Brother was like, you know what would be a good theme this season? AI, because the entertainment people love it. So he's confirming that he will not be serving as the Big Brother Jury Roundtable host this season. He said in a statement, it's simply time to hang up the proverbial cleats. The run I've had on the show, first as a contestant and then as a host, is practically unheard of. But nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. I am ready to pass the reality television baton. The Jury Roundtable is a segment taped and then shown during the finale where evicted house guests get to sit down and discuss how they each think or who they each think should ultimately win $750,000. Kirby started hosting the segment back in 2013. That was a while ago, you guys. During season 15 of the show, and continued the gig on and off up until season 25 last summer. They went without a host due to the Covina for seasons 22 and 23, though he did appear as the neighbor, we remember, in his robe, like, hey guys. As part of a twist in the All-Star edition, CBS has not yet commented or announced who will be stepping in his place to host. So, yeah, Dr. Will stepping down. April Young, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Lean Team. Enjoy the exclusive content and the emojis that you can use in the live chat and also the comment section. Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. Lisa says, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? Chuck. I do love that little tongue tie. June says, I don't think they need a host. They need to ask each other questions, and we watch a blow up from the questions. Interesting. I feel like they need a little guidance, but maybe not. Dana says he's getting scarier to look at each year. He needs time away from the camera. Oh, no, Dana, not scarier to look at. Not Dr. Will. He's a dermatologist. Will Jay Bates says, will Dr. Will's replacement be Hale or O'Connell? Well, hopefully not Jerry. We can't have super fan. No offense, all offense to Jerry O'Connell, who I'm sure is a gem of a man, But no, just like he has said, there is no fair or unfair in Big Brother. No, Jerry, no.
There is no fair or unfair in the Big Brother house. First of all, let's just say, you know, it was really fun to see him win H of H, and sort of get his, to hear he's, you know, if you listen to the podcast and everything, some of the Big Brother connoisseurs don't like how unpredictable this season is, but that's why it's so incredible.
No, fake superfan Jerry O'Connell. No offense, all offense. No, Jerry, you did great filling in for Julie. God bless, but no. Dale says, I love how Joseph still has Taylor's back. They really do. Christina said, yes, Victoria and Bowie Jane are replacing Dr. Will together. They're going to tag team back again. They're going to get it. They're going to get it together. The two best players to ever come out of Big Brother, Bowie Jane, it's intense. And Victoria, BB16, like, I'm not scared. Jack, send me the questions. Send me the questions, Jack. I'm at it to the end with Cody and Derek. I'm at it all the way to the end. Oh, shout out to Victoria. It's intense. Well, Dan, you know, Dan could replace him. I know Dan was there was a time where he was stepping away and focusing more on his Twitch video gaming, but then he went on Traders, and now he does, I think, a podcast with Tamra Judge from the Real Housewives of Orange County, who was also on the season of Traders with him. So I could see him possibly maybe taking the gig, but I think Taylor has the best chance. I mean, she already is working with E! News, doing a lot of interviews as the house guests are leaving. She's still very active in the Big Brother community, where Dan will show up and he'll be like, tell me what's going on in 5 sentences or less. And Taylor is like actively tweeting. And I feel like if they are going to have someone host, you need someone who really cares about this show. And Taylor has proven that she really cares about this damn show. So yes. Anna says the old school jury questioning, that wasn't live. So much better. Ethel says Jerry was not good. Are we talking about Jerry from BB10? Raven's going to, allegedly, Raven is going to be, after her Mensa meetings, after she, her GPA was dance, so she was made for this. She's a maniac. Oh no. Do. Cami said, love to see Janelle do it. I think Janelle would probably be open to doing it if the cash was right, and she does keep up with the season. But again, I think Taylor keeps up with the season more than pretty much most of the former house guests. And but yeah, I mean, I'd love to see Janelle do anything, but since you know, you're kind of stepping into the shoes of a former winner hosting, Taylor's a winner. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. Xtab says, Derek, he loves TV. I mean, I bet you Derek, he might want to do it, but isn't he like true criming? Isn't he solving cases and stuff? I don't know. I don't need to see Derek. I think we need a woman. We need a woman. I want a woman. Okay. Or like Rebecca saying, get a different alumni every season. That could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Joseph, you stop it. Not Cody. No, Cody Cauliflower. No, we've seen enough. I'm over it. He's going to have Daddy Derek write the questions. No offense, all offense. If he's doing it, then that's just more work for Derek. And is he going to share some of the money with Derek? Okay. So Hisam should just come on for one episode every season, and he should be the house shrink and go, here's where I think you are really, here's why I think you're making the decisions you're making. Okay. I know they're not supposed to have people from the outside kind of interfere, but that should be some kind of, I don't know, competition or something where he comes in some kind of twist where you have to go see Hisam in the upstairs DR. You know, where you take your sleeping medications or your mental health medications, there's Hisam. And then we get a little bit of it. Him giving them their counseling, their therapy, their psychiatric read down and go, does that make sense? So you're basically a psycho in this game. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And you're reacting this way because you're a psycho. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And you are afraid of showing yourself and your vulnerability because you're not very strong at this game. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So yes, a Heisem therapy comp would be fan-freaking-tastic. I would love it. I would love it. So Jermaine says, I choose Daniel Reyes or a past house guest that's impartial. Oh, I'm down for Daniel Reyes coming back for anything and everything. However, I do know in the past, Big Brother wasn't getting the money right for a lot of the house guests, and Danielle was one of them. So if the money's right, sure. But again, I don't know how much Danielle pays attention to the season. But like you're saying, maybe we don't need that. Someone that's just coming into it with, here's the questions and you're a former player and, get the answers to these questions. But she did come back for reindeer games, so they got the money right there. But I know for All Stars, they really failed us. For Small Stars, BB22, we could have had Danielle. We could have had so many people. And yes, it was during the COVID-19, but still, if you're going to have these people come back and now they are full-ass adults, returning players, this would be Danielle's third season. If you count reindeer games, well, reindeer games came after, then she would have done 4 if she did BB22. But it would have been her third season, and she deserves that money. And you can't ask people to leave their jobs for, months on end for no money. For no money, honey. You got to get Miss Felicia, Tammy says. They got to go. They got to go now. Miss Felicia. Miss Felicia is plugged in this season, and I would like to see her. So maybe the best option is just have a rotating line, like you guys were saying in the chat. Christina said, thank you for the super chat. Christina says, Daniel Tiger, cop chef, ride along. Oh my God. No, that's a nightmare. That is a recipe in hell to see Daniel Tiger or Cop Chef. What happened to Jeff? Jeff Schroeder, he moved to Denver and he worked for quite a few years, maybe a decade, on Daily Blast Live, which was a nationally syndicated talk show out of Denver with some comedians. Shout out to Al Jackson and some other media personality, and that show recently got canceled. So him and Jordan relocated their family out to Denver, and I think now he's just doing his podcast with Jordan, and maybe he got another opportunity. I don't know, but that's what he's been doing. We don't need Jeff either. So Jeff got a little better at, did he? No offense, all offense to Jeff, Daily Blast Live, but I got interviewed by Jeff, you guys, at a taping of Big Brother, and it never aired. And it wasn't because of me. That's all I'm going to say. It wasn't because of me. It wasn't me. I was like Shaggy. It wasn't me. Okay. I had a really good interview. It wasn't me. Jeff didn't know what he was doing. It wasn't me. But he smelled kind of good. It wasn't me. I think he was wearing True Religions. It wasn't me. I made the producers laugh. It wasn't me. Jeff didn't seem to like that. It wasn't me. No, he liked it. He laughed at me, but I could tell he was kind of like, okay, calm it down over there. Calm it down. Calm it down. Don't be too entertaining there, Jolene. Don't be too much there. Chuck says, if my wife goes there, that's going to change. Trust me. If your wife goes where, Chuck? If she goes to reindeer games? Chuck, did you get the pedicure? Okay, so a couple questions. Have you figured out the foot thing so you don't scrape up the sheets? And are you keeping up with all the housework that Angela is saying in her goodbye messages? Like, Chuck, make sure you check the garbage disposal. And Chuck, you have to put water on while you're running the garbage disposal. Otherwise, you're going to ruin the battery. Chuck, you have to make sure that you are vacuuming the house. Chuck, in the vacuum, we have 2 vacuums. Okay. Chuck, one is okay, but use the one that's downstairs because the one that's upstairs is just in case the one that's downstairs is broken. And then make sure when you're Swiffer sweepering, you can't keep the same Swiffer sweeper on. You have to change them each time, Chuck. Make sure you're doing that, Chuck. So let us know if you're doing that. The jury house. Whose house? The jury house. Maybe you could sneak in there, Chuck, and give her a little love in the club. A little bit, Chuck. Get ready. He's getting the pedicure right before she comes home. I missed that in the chat, Chuck. I'm so proud of you. Chuck, I'm so proud. Put your hearts, put your baby doors in the chat for Chuck. Okay, all the YouTube members, put your baby door emojis in the chat for Chuck. Baby doors and hearts. Okay, Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up, Chuck. But I'm so proud of you. And you got to get some new sheets too. Throw those ones away that are ripped up. Just give them away or turn them into rags. Okay. Women, middle-aged, us, we love a rag. Okay. Put it underneath the sink in the laundry room and she can use it as a rag. I know I love a rag. My mom loves a rag. All right. Yes. We'll give you good advice. So get new fitted sheets, get new flat sheets, and go to Nordstrom. Get a little, or even Nordstrom Rack. They got some good ones. Get a good thread count, Chuck. All right. And have them all nice on there. And Terry says, get a maid service to come and make it real spiffy. Okay. Just get ready for Angela coming home. So you guys can be like, sexy Kenna, hit it from the front, hit it from the back. Then yelling out like that. We want the best for you, Chuck. We want the best for Chuck and Angela. Okay. We want you to have that moment because she is going to jump on it. If you're, she's going to genuine you. Ride it, my pony, my saddle's waiting, coming, jump on it. So if anyone has any other suggestions for Chuck, feel free to put it in the chat. But I think you got this, Chuck. You got it. You got this. Okay. You got this. You're going to get the pedicure, get a little cleaning service in there. All right. Have fresh flowers waiting for her, even though you might be going to LA, but maybe have the kids help you out with that. Make sure you get the new sheets. Let her feel your heels. There's nothing sexier than you don't want a man with too soft hands. My dad said, never trust a man with soft hands, but my husband has pretty soft hands. But do trust a man with soft heels. Okay. You want to get the boom, boom down. Candles, Joe Malone. Okay. 2 words, Joe Malone. Get a couple Joe Malone candles. I guarantee Angela probably likes those. All right. Put them around the house, right? So it'll be fun. Okay. Can't make it too perfect. She will find something else. No, don't worry. Angela will always find something else. Okay. But make it as perfect as you can. Yeah. They got foot balm, John is saying. They sell at Walgreens. And you can put Vaseline on your heels and then sleep in socks. Yeah. Just if you don't want to seem like you've been overtaken by aliens. So like Atharella saying, just leave one plate in the sink, Chuck. Just one plate. All right. One plate in the sink. Okay. Ethel wants you to get waxed. Get the front wax. Get the BH waxed. Maybe a little waxing. I don't know. I don't know if Angela would like her man waxed. She's a Gen X. She wants a little hair on her man. I have a feeling. All right. So maybe a trim. Maybe a trim. There you go. Oh no. Shout out to Chuck. We love Chuck. He's like, waxed? What? Maybe that's too far, Chuck. Okay. Chatty Cathy says, get baby feet. It gets all the dead skin off your feet. Oh, yeah. And get the pot ready. Is it legal? Let me look it up for you, Chuck. Is pot legal in Utah? Go check with one of those Secret Lives of Sister Wives cast members. They'll know where to get the ganja, Chuck. So in Utah, medical cannabis is legal, but recreational isn't. Okay, we'll get a medical card. You got time. And get some of that ganja. Hit up the Secret Lives of Sister Wives. I'm sure they got the hookup for a medical card. All right. Tell them you got headaches and your boner doesn't work. Just say that. There's nothing. As a society, we do so much. When men say their boners don't work, and I'm not saying yours doesn't work, Chuck, I'm just saying use this because we have all of the boner medications. That's the worst thing. Or say you have headaches or anxiety. So I have anxiety. My wife's coming home and she's been gone a long time. And I'm afraid she's going to break my wiener. So yeah, little manscaping, a lot of fun stuff to do. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Yeah, go, or you could go. Yeah. I don't know if he gets caught going over the border with the marijuana. Okay. And then record it all and we'll critique them. Yeah. Just tell me you have anxiety. Everyone's got a little anxiety. Okay. So there you go. All right, you guys. So that's what's going on the feeds. Is the episode even airing? I don't even know. Is it on right now? What time is it? It was yes, I think it's on right now. Okay, I was like, should I do a live watch? But my dukes are like, no, it's been an hour, Mom. We got to go. But we're here for you, Chuck. This is your safe space. In my safe space. All right, I'm going to go watch the episode. Maybe I'll come back on after if the episode's super good. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. All right, I actually made the live, so I'm ready. All right, you guys. So enjoy watching the episode. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you haven't already. Comment after it posts. It helps me in that dang algorithm. Shout out to Chatty Cathy with the just being so unbelievably generous and gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you, David, for the super chat. Christina for the super chats. Rebecca for being a member for 13 months. April, welcome to the membership. Lisa, thank you for the super chat. And David, you gifted a membership too. Thank you so much. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to everybody with the great suggestions. And I'll be back tomorrow. If you're not already, follow me on the social media at Joleen Lunzer everywhere. You are all beautiful, wonderful pumpkin spice babies. And like I always say, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.